Bro, and you wonder why it be so much blue, green, and red flies on around LA, bro.
On my phone, I'm like, hold on, let me check the scale. She keep talking.
What's good, YouTube? What's good, Toasty Gang? It's your boy TOASTyB, man, and we back for another reaction video. Yes, sir. Look, y'all can see by the title, this time we got the government dropping flies on us. And I've been wondering lately, bro, why is it so much flies? Why is it so much mosquitoes? It's just like they coming from nowhere. But I guess the government been dropping them on us our whole time. So we finna get into this reaction. You already know what I'm gonna say, man. If you're not commenting, you lame. If you're not subscribing, you can't be gang. Join the gang. Hit the subscribe button. Let's see how the government just been dropping flies on us, bro. It's crazy.
The Mediterranean fruit fly, or medfly, is an invasive pest in California. Medflies lay their eggs inside fruit and breed incredibly fast. They can devastate crops. But today, and almost every day, aircraft hired by the California and federal governments are going to drop millions of them over Southern California, and over the Los Angeles metro area specifically. There is a really good reason for this.
California.
What area? The Los Angeles? Is that what?
Metro area specifically. There is millions of them over Southern California and over the Los Angeles metro area specifically. There is a really good reason.
What's the good reason y'all dropping flies on us, bro? That's laying millions of eggs everywhere inside our fruits. What is the good reason for this?
California experienced recurring infestations from 1987 to 1994.
Of
so
what?
In 1994, California began a 2-year.
Bro, how we don't know y'all putting... Hold on. I couldn't talk with that mint in my mouth. Bro, how we don't know what diseases or germs or genetic mutations y'all putting in these damn flies before y'all send them out? Y'all think we want these flies? That's crazy. Y'all might want to do your own thing. You feel me? Either way it go, man. Let's see what the fuck they got going on with these flies, dude.
Test to determine if releases of sterile flies as a preventive measure would reduce the size and scope of the infestations. And during that 2-year test period, California experienced 0 infestations. So in 1996, the Medfly Preventive Release Program began, and the program currently today is 1,750 square miles.
So the plan is breed male flies in areas where it's safe to do so because they're already established. Sterilize the flies when they're in the pupal stage with radiation and tag them with an ultraviolet marker dye. To be clear, irradiating something does not make that thing radioactive, but it does make the flies sterile. Then they're shipped here, hatched, bundled up into planes and dropped on.
How doesn't it make it radioactive if you putting radiation through something? No, we're not saying radioactive to where it's a fucking mutant, but radiation, small amounts of radiation in it is not good for none of us. We don't need radiation unless it's the type of radiation that's coming from the sun. So what's going on here, bro? I still don't know why we need these flies.
Outcompete any wild medflies that have made it to the area.
We maintain our colonies offshore in areas where medfly is already established because we don't want to risk that any flies escape our facility and start an infestation. We're sourcing approximately 24 million sterile males per day, 7 days a week. Our staff inspect the flies for sterility, then they're poured into a hopper that sits above a volumizer. The volumizer measures out the desired amount of pupa and it will distribute it around the perimeter of each tray. When the flies emerge from the pupa, they'll migrate.
Nah, this process is too extreme for them to just be saying they just trying to put out flies so we don't have an infestation. You see all of these lab coats and shit they got going on? This is not just no simple fruit fly y'all got going on here, bro. This is a fucking mutant fly that y'all got sending us diseases or some shit, man. Gotta be.
Migrate to the center of the tray where there are 2 pieces of agar, which will serve as their food and water source during incubation. So they're stacked into towers with our goal of placing 1 million pupa in each tower. Those towers are moved to an incubation room. After 2 days, most of the flies will start.
So in that room alone, there was about 12 million of these flies, bro.
Emerging. On the 3rd day, we place 1 milliliter of ginger root oil under each tower. Ginger root oil contains a naturally occurring compound that increases the chance that those sterile males will have successful matings.
If female medflies that have arrived...
Huh? What the... Did he just say this ginger root bush was used for? Yeah, most replay. I don't get it. This is... What the... You just...
If female medflies that have arrived in ships
that increases the chance that those sterile males will have successful matings.
Why would you want them to mate successfully if the whole goal was to sterilize them with the radiation? See, this ain't right, bro. I actually threw the bush. This ain't just flies y'all dropping on us. This gotta be some mutant radioactive gutworm flies. I don't know, bro. This ain't regular though.
Flies that have arrived in shipping containers or the post or traveler's baggage mate with these, the eggs will never hatch, which means there's nothing burrowing through the fruit to destroy it and no population explosion.
We will typically load 6 to 12 towers.
Bro, it's been fruit since the dawn of time, nigga.
The flies will enter a chill coma, so they'll essentially be immobilized. We have a specially engineered vacuum that will vacuum the empty pupa casings from the perimeter of each tray, but leave the flies in the center of the tray. We will process those adults and load them into the release box that's then transported to the aircraft. Those boxes contain...
That's a lot of fucking flies, bro. That makes me feel itchy, nigga. That's a lot of damn flies they dropping on us.
Anywhere from 50 to 130 pounds of flies, depending on the release area and the release rate. It's approximately 6 to 9 million flies.
And while hundreds of millions of flies sounds like a huge amount, it's actually not that many over an area the size of Southern California.
The aircraft are equipped with the release machine that has a AC unit that keeps the flies in an immobile state until release. Drop time can vary from 30 minutes to an hour. The aircraft are traveling at 161 miles per hour when they're releasing, so the volume of those flies are distributed fairly evenly throughout the target area. If you were to see the plane
throughout the target area, bro, in the LA metropolitan area, whatever they drop them, where are the fruits at? They don't grow fruits there. That is not an agricultural center. So what y'all mean y'all dropping it over LA specifically? Where do they grow fruits in LA? They do not grow fruits in LA, bro. So what are they talking about? I don't understand. What do you mean the government is... Y'all need to go. We need to go do some more research on what these flies... Hey, if you see flies, kill them. Smack them. Don't let them land on you.
Plane flying overhead, you would not see the flies falling from the chutes, especially at the altitudes that we release, which are typically around 2,000 feet above ground level.
Yeah, you can't see them because they little.
But I did the maths, and they're aiming to have a density of about one sterile fruit fly every 20 to 40 square meters across thousands of square kilometers of Californian cities and farmland. That density is orders of magnitude less than all the insects already out there, and that includes the quarantine.
Bro, why are you trying to compare some man-made to natural flies, bro? This is inconsiderably less than the amount of flies that... Nigga, it's nature. How you gonna compare to nature that's been around, bro? Y'all doing some crazy stuff in a small area. That's what y'all doing. Y'all not in the Amazon doing this, bro. Stop it. You look goofy. Look at your face. Stop right here. Everybody screenshot. Make this your thumbnail picture. If you go to my Instagram, this might be my thumbnail picture for the next few days because this guy goofy. Man, what is this?
Quarantine areas. We should talk about the quarantine areas.
California deploys approximately 100,000 exotic fruit fly detection traps throughout the state. The insect detection traps are collected from the field and they're transported to our identification unit. The flies are screened under a UV light, looking for the presence of the marker dye, so we're able to identify and differentiate a sterile.
You able to identify which fly is what fly got what fly genetically has got this, that, and the third. That's what it is. Look at him trying to sit there all neat and clean, but he got some shit going on. That's the Dr. Sinister laugh. He got the sinister laugh in his head right now. That's like he got going on. Somebody need to watch him.
If we detect 2 wild medflies within 3 miles of one another, or a larva, a pupa, or a mated female, we will consider that an infestation. And that triggers a response, so there will be increased delimitation trapping to identify exactly where that infestation's occurring. The rate of release of steriles will increase, as well as possibly fruit removal within a particular area.
As I record this, anyone growing fruit in more than 150 square kilometers of the LA metro area just can't legally sell it or even give it away to avoid the chance of spreading the infestation. There are other larger quarantine areas out in the farmland that makes up a lot of this region. In theory, there is a possible video titled, "I released 2 million fruit flies over Los Angeles," and yes, I want to press that button. But unfortunately, there isn't a spare seat on the plane, and plus the quarantine area includes under and around the approach paths to Los Angeles International Airport, so flying it is not an easy job, and they do not want the distraction. But I can show you a shot from inside the release tubes as millions of fruit flies are slowly dropped.
Look at this, bro. Bro, you can't tell me these flies ain't got no genetic mutations to
We always
them.
want to have fresh, viable flies distributed into those.
Bro, and you wonder why it be so much blue, green, and red flies on around LA, bro. When you see a dog drop and you see 30 flies just jump on it instantly, it's this nigga fault. We need to go press him and tell him stop dropping flies around here. We don't like flies, bro. They're not doing what you claim they're doing, bro. Them look like regular flies. Them ain't look like fruit flies. Nigga, them look like flies off the trash can.
We always want to have fresh, viable flies distributed into those regions. So we're releasing every 3
Hell
to 4
no.
days. The goal is to release sufficient numbers of sterile males into the environment to prevent any wild females that are in.
Y'all in the lab coat. Y'all doing all of this to distribute flies. Just to distribute flies, right? Hell, I don't believe it. I'm not buying it. Good one. Good one, Tommy Scott, whatever your name is.
So it's essentially biological birth control.
Does it work? Well, in the area they're dropping flies, there used to be 7 or 8 infestations a year on average, each one needing quarantine and pesticides and a huge amount of effort. Since they started the program, about 1 a year. Compared to the cost if medflies got established here, it's a pretty good deal.
No, it's not. Nope, we decline. Sorry, we decline. Take it back. Toasty Gang, this was us discovering that the government be dropping flies on us. You already know what I'm going to say, man. They lit, get tips, and don't quit. Want to roll to some big numbers? I can't talk. Hit the subscribe button, man. Join the gang. Let's get it.